line is WRFR, 708.
Here is Marie, 128, WQ2J 242. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Mark. This is ID 129. You got Bob in Chicopee, WRFR 750, and I'm on my base.
Hey, good evening, Marie, 128 in Holyoke. Marie, you're loud and clear. Thanks for checking in this evening. Bob in Chicopee, you are also loud and clear, sir, 129. And 134, Joe in Ludlow. Joe, you are loud and clear. Thank you guys for checking in. Stations 151 through 200, please call now.
ID 166, WREA 433, Bill, Greenfield, base.
ID 166, good evening, Bill in Greenfield. Bill, I have you R7, good and readable this evening. Thanks for checking in. Stations 201 through 250, please call now. Stations 201 through 250, please call now.
This is ID 220, Dan, Holyoke, WRKE 665, over. Here is number 225. Name is Gary, located here in Holyoke, and the call sign WRKH 284. Good evening to the net.
Hey, good evening, Dan. Dan, I've got you loud and clear in Holyoke, 220. Also, Gary in Holyoke. Gary, I got you good and readable this evening. On an R7, 225 in Holyoke. Thanks for checking in. Stations 251 through 300, please call now.
This is 293, WRUC 960, Terry from South Windsor. Hello, everyone.
And good evening, Terry. 293 in South Windsor, Connecticut. Radio sounding good, Terry. R9, loud and clear, sir. Stations 301 through 350, please call now.
315, Ed, East Hartford, WREI 544.
Stations 301 through 350, please call now. And good evening, Ed. Ed, I have you a little crackly into the repeater this evening, but you're readable, okay? You're not nice and clear, little crackling going on, but otherwise readable. Thanks for checking in, Ed. Stations 351 through 400, please call now.
393 here, Mark and Russell. Held number 1 of 1. WSAW 608. Good evening.
Mark 393 in Russell. Mark, unit number 1, R7, a little bit of crackling in the background, but that cleared up. If you have another unit, go right ahead, sir. Okay, stations 401 through 450, please call now.
Keith, Chicopee, Whiskey, Sierra, Alpha, X-Ray 549. Good evening, Mark. Good evening, Ned.
This is 417, Al from Agawam, WSCD 457, on a handheld. Good evening, Mark. And good evening, Keith in Chicopee. Keith, loud and clear, sir. Radio sounding good. Also, Al in Agawam, Al 417, you are R9, loud and clear, sir. Thank you for checking in. Groups 451 through 500, please call now.
This is Donald in Florence, 454, ID, WSDK 251 on a handheld.
ID 459er, Whiskey Sierra Delta Kilo 356, Allen Springfield. Hello, Mark. Good evening, 575.
I said that already. WSCZ 373. Have a good evening, Nat.
I had two stations that came in at the same time and ended at the same time. But what I have right now is 454, Donald in Florence. Donald, you are good and readable this evening. I have 459er, Alan. Alan in Springfield. Good evening, Alan. Lima Charlie. Also 460 and 461, Leo and Deb, or excuse me, Deb and Leo. In Windsor Locks. Loud and clear. Any other stations? 451, 500. Please call now. And stations 501 through 550, please call now. ID 502, Greg in Cromwell. Greg, could you just give me another comeback? Sure. WSS. Wait, 502 down in Cromwell. That was the signal tonight. The signal was, it sounded like there was another unit trying to call in at the same time. Maybe a little repeater interference, but I do have you good and readable. Not a problem. Any other stations? 501 through 550. 507. ID 553, Jason out of Springfield, WSBC 837. I have 507. Bert, are you in Hadley this evening?
Alright, well, while they're checking in, hey guys, what's up? It's James Metro, and I'm sorry about that, a little bit late, but I was getting late because today is my last day of summer vacation, and I got myself a haircut. But today, we're doing the Wednesday evenings next. I have a broadcast of that because I'm not hosting.
Also 553.
We continue on coverage right now.
Jason and your R9.
Let's go back now again.
Any other station?
If you didn't hear me clearing,
501
but I'm not the host, but I'm still going to broadcast this Wednesday evening Nets broadcast for today.
And moving along.
Let's move on. One more time, 551 for 600. Please call now.
Please call now.
Here it is.
Whiskey Sierra Hotel Foxtrot 7903 Devon in Hills ID 55. Good evening, Mark. Good evening to the night.
And good evening, Dennis. Dennis, I have you, Lima Charlie, on my end. Thanks for checking in this evening. At this time, I will take any late or missed stations. Please call now.
This is 302. This is Brian out of Southwick. WRJZ 535. This is 309 out of West Springfield. Bob. WRW 852. On the base. Good morning, Bob. Good morning, Chief. Good evening, Mark. This is 226 Roland from Longmeadow, WRKH 415.
Currently, I have ID 302, Brian in Southwick. Good evening, Brian. You are R7, good and readable. Also 309, Bob in West Springfield, Bob R9 on the base. And good evening to you, Rowan 226 in Longmeadow. You are Lima Charlie. Any other stations like to check in this evening?
Yeah, this is 336, Brian from Holyoke. Can I also have a relay for 347, Catherine?
It's good to hear you, Brian. 336 in Holyoke, Brian. You are Lima Charlie, and we'll take care of the better half. 347, Catherine. Thanks for checking in, Brian. Any other stations? Please call now. Stations with letters or numbers 297, go ahead.
WRVP 549 297 Dan from Springfield.
And good evening, Dan. I did have you a little crackly in there, but you are readable. And you did say Springfield, correct?
Yes, sir.
You about an R7, good and readable. Thanks for checking in, Dan. Any other stations, please call now. If there are no other stations, I will go ahead and turn the repeater back to normal use. Any other stations, last call.
I thought there was.
Hey, Mark.
Yes, Marie, go ahead.
Yeah, 128 here. I didn't hear Fred out there, so I'd like to do a relay for him. 120. I can't remember it. WR, WL 711, I think it is.
You hit it right on the nose. You got it. No problem, Marie. I will take care of that. Thanks.
Thank you.
He's out in the field picking his nose. I mean cotton. I mean potatoes.
There we go. Do I have any other stations before I close out the net? I'm not sure if that's a station trying to call in. I'm unable to read that transmission. Try again, please. You're keying up the repeater. Unfortunately, I have no audio. Okay, this is WRWT225, ID 304. I'd like to thank the owner of the WQKJ5.
Hopefully it will, you'll be able to solve problems. And if not, when we reconvene the net on the 10th, we'll talk about it again. Okay, let me move on to our section manager, WA1SFH, Doug. And how are things with you? You must have had a very busy weekend at the Ham Expo this weekend. Over.
Good evening. This is WA1SFH, and yes, I had a fine weekend up at Marlboro's Northeast Ham Exposition, and I strongly encourage everyone to go, even if it's just for one day. Grab 3 other people, jump in the car, and boogie up early in the morning and come back in the late afternoon. It's a great time. I actually went up on Friday and arrived to spend the entire weekend there, Friday afternoon through Sunday afternoon. And let me roll the repeater. And got to hear the keynote speaker on Friday afternoon, Thomas Witherspoon, Kilo 1 Sierra Lima Whiskey, SWL, Sierra Whiskey Lima, from the area of North Carolina, just off Route 40 between Statesville and Asheville. And that last year, the storm, hurricane, just wiped them out. It was just amazing what the disaster was for him and all the work that he had to go through, and how amateur radio was able to be used to communicate their needs from the top of the mountain down to the town at the bottom of the hill, which they could not get to in the car. At least 2/3 of the road was washed off, going sometimes to half of the road was totally washed out. Amazing stuff. I was there. I had gave a reprise of the first 15 minutes of a activation talk, and also then had a section managers meeting in the afternoon on Saturday. Great time, lots of good information, so it's worth the effort. Back to net control, WA. Oh, one last thing. I'm just gearing up for the Jamboree on the Air with Scouting America now, and reached out to the 4 councils to see what they'd like to do. And right now we have a request. We've got sites. Well, we've got potential sites in Ashford, in Goshen, New Hartford, Reading, and Greenwich. So right now I've set up a registration page for volunteers based on that assumption that those sites will be available, and they'll need us. And you can see the information I posted at the Aries announce page. Well, that's about it for me. Back to net control. Thank you very much. WA1SFH.
Okay, WA1SFH, AG1YK, net control for the Naranet. Very good, Doug, and thank you for that information. And that should be an interesting time. We can get that many stations up and running for the Scouts, and maybe we'll get some more of the youngsters interested in ham radio and get them to find out about all the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth all the remote controls that they use all run by radio. Not magic, it's radio. Although radio is magic in its own way. Okay then, we're getting a little short on time here. Let me go a little backwards and see if KC1EEQ has returned. Steve, have you returned? Over to you.
$2,000 for you.
Okay, I guess.
The eye rolling is unparalleled. Let's take a look at the next puzzle. The category is songs.
But he's pretty busy. He might be cooking for the
So, Joe, give the wheel a final spin.
Okay, does anyone else have any questions or comments for the net?
Right. I didn't even know something was gonna happen. Like an hour.
without the cough. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Small Town Amateur Radio Association Information Net. This is November 1, Foxtrot, Delta Charlie. My name is Phil, as Net Control for this evening. Our net is held every Wednesday beginning at 7:30 p.m. Immediately following this net, we'll hear the MTARA swap net, followed by the N1RLX emergency simplex net. The purpose of this net is to exchange information of interest to amateur radio, to handle traffic, to familiarize participants with net operations, and also conduct any other net business as deemed appropriate. All licensed amateurs, regardless of their affiliations, are invited to participate and encouraged to check into this net, listing their traffic, comment, queries, or any other net business. This is a directed net. Roll call follows. Please stand by. And we'll take check-ins with traffic, comments, or any other net business. First letter suffix, Alpha through Zulu. Please call now. It can be anything amateur radio related, from procedures to frequencies, just about anything in between. We will now begin a general roll call, stations with or without traffic or announcements. First letter suffix, A, B, or C. Please call now.
Nothing heard. First letter suffix.
I heard. First letter suffix, D, E, and F.
Here is NL7FJ, Rich in West Springfield, and I got an announcement for the end, Phil. And good evening, Phil, and good evening to the net.
NL7FJ with an announcement after check-ins. Okay, I've got a bullet point there to remind me. Thank you, Rich. All right, this is November 1, Foxtrot, Delta Charlie, NCS. Listening for check-ins. First letter suffix, GH and I. It's going to be the two of us, Rich. Listening for check-ins. First letter suffix, JK and L.
This is Kilo Delta 1 Kilo Uniform. Ken, Chicopee, commercial power, negative traffic. Good evening, Phil. Good evening to all.
Here is. Here is Whiskey 1 Juliet Zulu Romeo. Gary here in Holyoke. Nothing to report. We're on the 2-meter side. Commercial power. Good evening, Phil, and good evening to all on the net. You too, Ken. Doubling our numbers. Welcome me, KD1KU. The Ken and hello, Gary, W1JZR. This is November 1, Foxtrot, Delta Charlie, Net Control Station for the MTARA Information Net. Listening for check-ins. First letter suffix, JK and L. I think I just did that one. MN and O. First letter suffix, MN and O. I was open. All right, let's see for check-ins. First letter suffix, PQ and R.
Still N1 PBX.
First letter suffix ST and U.
This is Kilo Charlie 1 Uniform Hotel India, Lou in Westfield on 2 meter. No traffic. Good evening, Phil. Good evening to all.
This is the W1 TOM repeater, TL127.3.
Welcome, Luke, CUHI. Last call group is first letter suffix BW, X, Y, and Z. This is November 1, Foxtrot, Delta Charlie, listening for check-ins for the InfoNet. First letter suffix, Alpha through Zulu.
Here is November 1, November Papa Echo. Dennis in Springfield. Good evening, Phil. Good evening to the net.
Into that, N1NP has joined us. Last call. Last minute check-ins. First letter suffix, Alpha through Zulu. Please call now. NL7FJ, NL7FJ. This is N1FDC. Go with your announcement, sir.
Okay, thanks, Phil. This is NL7FJ, Rich in West Springfield. And a little reminder to you that next Wednesday night, September 3rd at 1900 hours local, we will be starting up the POTA 413 roundtable for the season. So if anybody's interested, they may join us at 28.413 sideband on every 10 meters. And it's within the range of all licensees, technicians included. And that was for a reason, to get the technicians some experience on HF sideband. Take a break. So if anybody's interested and can remember, mark it on your calendar. Next Wednesday night, September 3rd, 7 o'clock local, 20.413 for the POTA 413 roundtable. Looking forward to seeing everybody there. Hi. Thanks, Phil. Back to you. N1 PVX. No, N1 FTC. Sorry, Phil. And L7FJ.
An announcement. All right. Let's see. Are there any other check-ins with or without traffic or announcements? Call it N1 FDC. They heard it has been a regular session of the MTARA information, which is held every Wednesday, beginning at 7:30 p.m. So we thank you all for checking into the W1TOM repeater system, MTARAS. If you use our repeaters, please support MTARA, keeps things on the air. This is November 1, Foxtrot, Delta Charlie. Turn the repeater back to normal. You stay tuned for the SWAPnet, then the ever popular N1RLN, Emergency Simplex Net. Be back in about a minute.
Does anyone need to use their data before we continue?
Use the repeater before we begin the next net. Once more, and welcome to the MTARA SwapNet. This is November 1, Foxtrot Delta Charlie, as net control for this evening. Our net is held around 8 p.m. or after the info net. Purpose of this net is to help amateurs buy, swap, and sell ham radio and related items, as well as computers and computer-related items. SwapNet has two simple rules: no bargaining is allowed on the airways. However, you may state an asking price and give a brief description of each item. Please give a phone number so we can be reached after the net. At this time, are there any licensed amateurs on frequency with something to sell, swap, or something you're looking for? Please call now.
This is Kilo Delta 1 Kilo Uniform, Ken, and I have a want.
KUNKU, KUNKU, this is N1 FDC. What would you like, a good sir? Over to you.
Well, I'd like to win Powerball tonight, but, you know, that's, I don't think anybody out here is going to help me with that. Okay, thanks, Phil. I'm looking for a usable, meaning not all broken, Cushcraft A3WS Yagi beam. It's Alpha 3 Whiskey Sierra. By Cushcraft, it covers 12 and 17 meters only. It's a 3-element Yagi beam. There is a couple of other makers of these. I'll take anything that is complete, and we'll cover both bands. That's about it. Now, I can be reached at Kilo Delta 1 Kilo Uniform at yahoo.com. That's Kilo Delta 1 Kilo Uniform at yahoo.com. Back net control.
I think you did. It was okay to use 1KU with that want. This is N1 FDC NCS.
James! Hi. You've got lots of people with me today. James, what?
Fortunately, nothing heard, Ken. Hopefully, phone can come up with something like that. 12 and 17. Okay. Are there any other listings for the SwapNet? Call N1 FDC.
N1 FDC, net control, N1 MPE.
NPE Dennis, what do you have for us this evening? Over to you.
Yeah, I have a power supply for sale. It's a Pyramid. It's a Pyramid rack mount that I bought from off of Steve's, and I don't need it anymore. It's a regulated power supply. It is a rack mount. It's model number PS/52KX. Let me reset.
Pretty well.
It's in excellent condition. I've been using it, been keeping it turned on and so forth to make sure the electrolytic capacitors don't dry out. It's a
And I'm asking what I paid for it, $125. And you can get a hold of me at 777-1260. Back to net control.
This is N1 FDC. 2 questions. Manufacturer and what's the current on it?
It's a Pyramid Gold Series. And the output is up to volt DC is up to 52 amps. It's got a built-in cooling fan and also thermal protected.
Questions, answer. Yeah, the answer was in the to one of them was in the question. But anyway, yeah. Anyone need a really good power supply? Call Zenith at 1MPE. This is N1 FTC.
Have a great day.
Once again, good luck with that. Good piece of gear if someone needs a rack mount, nice power supply. Are there any other listings for the SwapNet? Call in 1FDC.
Alright. Moving this to.
Nothing heard. This has been a regular session of the SwapNet, which is held every Wednesday after the info. N1 RLA. Be back in about a minute.
Alright, while we're waiting on this. This is once again November 1, Foxtrot, Delta Charlie. My name is Phyllis Knight for the N1 RLA. Emergency simplex every week, every Wednesday. After the SwapNet that moves to a simplex frequency. N1 RLX emergency simplex net is a formal net with the purpose to provide emergency communications, training to lead communities during emergency and crisis situations. Answer questions pertaining to simplex and emergency communications practice and operation. Are there any stations with traffic or announcements for this event? Please check in now. Checking in, looking for the following information. Your call time is a proper phonetics. Current location and let's see, power on simplex. Station would like to check in. First letter suffix. Alpha, Mike, please call now. Here is
Gary once again here in Julio. And we're gonna run some power now. We're gonna have 200 watts. W1, Jason, 200 watts. There'll be too many of us tonight, Gary. Okay, listen to your station's first letter, suffix. November through Papa, please call now. One check-in. Are there any other stations? That's we'll go to first letter suffix, Quebec Zulu. Here is Kilo Charlie 1 Whiskey Juliet Sierra. Stanley and Athol, commercial power, 50 watts. Being able to get you on Simplex, Stanley, but thanks for checking. Look at you, Casey. Okay. Alright, are there any other stations? Alpha Zulu would like to join you. 1RLX emergency, Simplex net. Okay, on Simplex on all stations. You can hear in their signal check, so much better. In the winter, then you're on the repeater. So now move the net to 146.55. 146.55, make sure your radio is set to Simplex and change. Again, 1RLX emergency Simplex net. This is November 1, Foxtrot, temporarily signing the 9-4.
That's all I can do. Go Pats. Wow, because all of you just excited to
This is frequency in use. November 1, Foxtrot. Charlie, my name is Phil, control for the N1RLX. Following station. Both of you, and 1GZR. There's 1JZR. You can get up to stand. To that one, F. 1JZR.
Hi there. This is Daddy.
Georgia wants to get to Sam. You know, they're going to get there. But we'll give it a shot. I think I did hear just a little bit the last time it was on. So with that, we'll call KC1, WJF, KC1, WJF. This is N1FCE. trying to get the F off messages done on FCC.
Yeah, I remember this one. This is the same time. But they were more strategic about it.
When they said, thank you for the effort. This is November 1, Australia NCS 4. D1R emergency. We'll call DM1 more time. KC1 WJS, KC1 WJS. This is M1 FCC. Join us anyway. Are there any further check-ins through this net calling on FCC?
KG1KU with info.
What you got for info, Ken? Over to you, sir. KG1KU.
Yeah, that Stanley there, KC1WJS, he was trying to go back to you guys, but I can't. I can tell he's in there, but I can't make out what he's saying.
Thanks, Ken. Yes, I just don't. I guess I just don't have enough antenna to pick him out of my noise here. Thank you, Ken.
Yeah, Roger. I figured I'd just let you know that. I can't help you at all with receive, but at least let you know he could hear you, obviously.
You know, my little 75 watt station is even part. There's something in the background, but not enough to pick out. Alright, KD1K, any other comments, Ken?
No, that's about it, Phil. Just wanted to let you know that. Back to that control, KG1K. Hey, Gary, how you doing, too?
Call Gary and get how he can turn that power down.
Gary, just wanted to say hello, and well, let Phil close the net out, and you know, you got a few seconds after I'll grab it. Okay, just wanted to make sure I wasn't sure, Phil. All right, yeah, I haven't been doing too much, Gary. Very busy. Wasn't sure if you were going to be on tonight. I know you're due to go down to see your dad there. Over to you. Yeah, we got new phones. Oh, geez, last week I think it was. And I'm still trying to get things to work the way they should be working. So if you did, it's probably in there somewhere. But yeah, that's about it. Not intentional, at least.
Have a great night.